Hey guys, okay, set up. Today I have got a different video than my usual get ready with me's, although it's kind of similar. I don't know. It's going to be a glass skin makeup video, and I'm just gonna have a chat with you guys as I do kind of a glass skin inspired um, look on my face. So glass skin, if you haven't heard of it, it's kind of like the idea of having like a very glassy finish to the skin. A lot of people, I'm just gonna get started and I'll just talk as I go, but a lot of people feel like the glass skin trend is very non-inclusive to like more like breakout type skin, and like it's very like it's not very inclusive to skin types that aren't like pretty much flawless skin. But as you can tell, I let's have an embarrassing zoom in. Zoom in. I do not have flawless skin. There is little pimples hanging out, and I believe that the concept of glass skin can be done on anyone. I don't think it matters. Sorry, you're wonky. Let me just. I don't think it matters if your skin is clear or not. We're talking about the finish here, not about the clarity of the skin. Of course, a flawless glass skin would be like, no flaws, no imperfections. I get it, but like, it's just not realistic for me. And I still want to take part in the trend because I do really like that glass skin finish. Because for me, it's about the skin texture and finish more than the actual like acne that's going on. I think you can have a really nice looking makeup look and still have not perfect skin. So that base that I just used, I use this as primer. This is the Lacura Skin Science Caviar Illuminator in the shade Bronze Glow, and it's kind of like pretty much like Aldi's version of a like strobe cream from MAC. And I've really been enjoying this recently. It has the same fresh scent as the other Lacura products. I've been really into these Lacura products recently from Aldi. I bought them not really expecting to like love them as much as I do, but I'm really quite into them. I'm just going to apply this as foundation to the face. It kind of gives a bit of a medium coverage, but I'm not going to apply like loads of it. Sometimes I apply like a lot of this and like, really build it up for a full coverage look. But today I'm going for like more of a light to medium coverage because I want the actual skin to still look like skin and to peek through. So with the glass skin look, it's kind of about that like, reflective window like sheen on the skin, if that makes any sense. And so I'm going to be trying to go for dewier, glowier products to kind of enhance the glow of the skin. And I think it's a really fun skin look because it's less intense as like more full coverage matte looks that I do more frequently. I'm just going to blend this down the neck a little bit. This is actually quite a pale foundation for me. But as you can see, I'm really pale right now. And also, my camera washes me out even more. So it's not the worst, honestly. It's going to work out. The brush that I've been using for my foundation and primer just then is the buffing brush from Real Techniques. I'm just using this to evenly disperse that product all over my face. And then I think I'm just going to go in with my fingers and I'm just going to press that into the skin so that I don't have any streaks on my face, and also just to like really melt that into the skin seamlessly and give it a very natural skin finish. I don't know, I use a lot of brushes when I do my makeup, but there is something unique about using your fingers and melting product into the skin. I don't know if you can tell a difference, but this side versus this side, there is like, especially for me in real life, there's a noticeable difference. So I'm just going to go in with my fingers and just kind of press that into the skin, really melting it into the areas with the warmth of my fingers. How have you guys been? What's new for you? I have. Oh, I know what's new for me. I recently joined another cheer team. I've mentioned this briefly on my channel, but today was our first practice together, and it was actually so fun. I'm just going in with this like kind of dense brush. It's an angled foundation brush. I'm just going to be taking this with some concealer and putting this in areas that I'd like a little bit more brightness, but I'm being a bit precise with the coverage because I don't want to pop concealer over the whole face. I'm just going to do a line down from the eye to the nose area, which is where I get a little bit more redness, and then also a line upwards from the eye. And that's literally all I'm going to do. And now I'm just going to use the excess on the brush just to blend that in. But yeah, today was our first cheer practice with my new cheer team, and it was so cute. I say cute because it's like it's a new team and it's fun to meet new people, and it was just like a wholesome, really nice time. Yeah, I've mentioned this before on my channel actually. I'm on a new team that's not Harriers, because Harriers is full this year. And at first I was a little disappointed because I like obviously miss my friends from Harriers and stuff. But it's literally full. Like there's literally no space for me on that team. And if I was to join that team, I would like not be doing very much because it's literally full already of other people. Like I joined too late in the year. But this new team is like, I don't know, it's kind of a different vibe. There's some familiar. Let me start again. There's some familiar faces because some Harrys have come to the new team. There's some new faces because new people that I've never met before have joined. And there's some like familiar faces from my life that have joined the team, which is really exciting for me. My sister has joined this team, and it's her first cheer team. And yeah, I'm really excited to be on the same team as my sister and like get her into the sport that I'm so passionate about. And then one of my friends from my life outside of cheer, his name's Alex. He joined the team as well, and that's really fun because he again is like completely new to cheer and is learning everything for the first time. And I just love when people are like joining cheer and they're trying new things for the first time and like discovering stunts and like getting so satisfied when they finally hit something or like doing their first prep even. It's just like such an exciting time. So I'm really vibing my new team. Anyway, this is like my base. Um, it's not particularly matte. It's not particularly dewy, but it has kind of like a fresh finish, as you can see. And now I'm going to be adding some color back into the face. So I'm going to start off with a little bit of the Benny tint. This is a little liquid blush from Benefit, and I'm just going to be dabbing this onto the skin directly from the applicator. I'm going to go in twice just because I would like kind of a blushier look, and I'm just going to pat that into the skin with a little buffing style brush, again from Real Techniques. I'm just taking that all over the cheek area, just adds a little bit of rosy glow to the skin. I'm just going to do that twice because I want a little bit more. Yeah. I use a combination of patting motions just so that I don't remove the foundation as I am blending this, because I don't want to disturb the makeup underneath. But I also do a little bit of like a circular buffing blending kind of motion if there are areas where it's not blending out as evenly as I like it to. There we go. So that's the amount of blush that I'm going to do. Oh, should I do a little bit on the nose? Let's just do a little, just a tiny bit. Cute. Okay, so that is the blush that I'm going to do. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer, but just a small amount. For this look, I don't really want to be as bronzed as I would usually be. I want this to be... Guys, I'm so washed out. Whatever. I'd like to still be, like, on the paler side. I don't know, it just goes with the vibe that I'm going for in my head today. Usually I'm a very bronzy person, but I just want a tiny, tiny bit today. So I'm going to blend a little bit just in my hairline, just for a teensy bit of warmth so I don't look super washed out, but not like to be glowy like I usually would be, in the same like tan kind of way. I have become so pale recently. This past week, I have barely seen any sun. It's been raining in Sydney again. People, I talked about this previously on my channel, but there was more flooding. Like it was a whole thing. And so, yeah, there has not been a lot of sun for me to go and have fun in. So I am so pale right now. Yeah, this is not a lot of bronzer, especially for me. I'm a bronzer fiend, but yeah, I just look a little bit more even now. Just put a little bit on the nose just so that it's all like evenly bronzed. That was the Essence Sun Club Matte Bronzing Powder in the shade 02 Sunny. Let me give you a better view. That's what that looks like. Okay, now let's go in with a little bit of highlight. So for highlight, I'm going to be using the MAC Let's Make Waves. It's kind of like a skin balmy glowy product, and I just have a little sample size here because I was testing it out, and it's actually really gorgeous. This is from like a bronzy kind of collection that they did, and I'm going to be using this angled setting brush from Real Techniques. I'm just going to dab a tiny amount of product onto it. That's way too much. Let me just get a little less. So the brush is just coated, and I'm just going to be tapping that onto the skin. This is kind of like a skin gloss, so it's going to give a really glossy look to the skin. So I am going to try and blend it out quite a fair bit because I don't want it to be like totally wet on the skin. I'm just looking for a gleam. I'm going to bring this onto the forehead because this is going to be a very glassy, glowy look, and I'm looking for a lot of glow. So that's why I'm taking this in quite a few places. The reason I chose this is because it's probably my glowiest highlight in terms of texture and finish. A lot of my highlights are very vibrant in terms of like being very blinding bright highlights, but the texture of this is my most glossy and it gives the most glass skin, dewy, gleaming finish in terms of that glossy texture. I also find that to increase the dewy look of the skin, it's good to bring a little bit more forward than you'd typically think to. I try and bring it to like just under the pupils of the eyes there. So like this is still like just set, but from here on out, it becomes glossy. So I try and bring that a little bit more forwards and also through this whole kind of C-shaped area and then even up onto the forehead and bring it over like this temple area, just dragging along that kind of eye socket area there. And I feel like blending it out through those areas really adds that gleam and that like, you know, glass skin look. Although my skin is not perfect, I'm not going to be going in and spot concealing just because I don't think that a glass skin look necessarily calls for perfect skin. Just going to clean up a little under there with my foundation brush. Looking a little too bronzy for what I'm personally going for. Something that I find really glowy looking is when you do highlight around your eye in this area. This highlight here is just like, it's such a quenched look for the skin. So I really enjoy the way that highlight looks in that little divot there, if that makes sense. I'm not sure what that little part on the outer corner of the eye is called, but I think it really adds to like the glowiness of the look. This is a very simple look, so I'm just going to go in with a little bit of eye detail. I'm just taking an angled kind of eye brush, and I'm going to grab a little bit of brown eyeshadow. This is my Colourpop Big Leo Energy Pressed Powder Palette, and I'm just going to be dragging this through the lash line and creating a small wing. I'm just going to smoke this out. It's just like the very tiniest little warm brown wing. I'm just smudging that through the lash line. There's very minimal amount of product that I'm adding there. And it's not really to do a lot, other than to just enhance the eyes and add a little something to the lash line so it's a little bit more filled in. Because I don't like a totally bare lash line. My most comfortable self has a tiny wing. But today's focus is on the skin, so I'm not really going to do anything else for the eyes except for highlighting a bit. You don't even have to do this, honestly. You could just line your lash line and leave it without a wing. I think that would be really cute as well, but I like a little bit of a wing. Just like a tiny one. I feel like this side is a little lighter than this side, so I want to put a little bit more darkness over here. Because I like the way this one's looking a little more in the lash line. Okay, there we go. Okay, I like the way that's looking. I want to do a little bit of highlighting on the detailed areas of the face. So again, I want to take that same highlighter that I used earlier, that one from MAC that says, it's called Let's Make Waves. I'm just going to take this small detailer eye brush and I'm going to grab a small amount of that, just a little dab. I'm going to take that on some certain areas. So first of all, I'm going to take it down the center of the nose. Just a very small amount so that the nose has a little bit of a wet look and a little bit of sheen on the end, but nothing to make it look like greasy or a lot. I'm also going to dab this just on the inner corners. I'm not going to blend this over the whole lid, and I'm just going to blend it out with the brush and a little bit using my finger. And I'm going to take the excess and put that over the lip. And honestly, you can use this product as a lip gloss too. Like, it's very versatile, and I really like the way that the center of the eye is now brightened like that. I think that looks really cute. Let me just blend that a little better. There we go. Okay, now I'm going to do my brows and do a little lip, and that'll be it. It's a very fresh, easy look. I'm taking a little longer just because I'm chatting with you guys, and like, you know, it's not in a hurry, but like this could be a very speedy look. Actually, I don't want to use Cabrow today. I want to use my other one. I want to use the Goof Proof. Yeah, this is the Goof. No, that's precisely my brow. Give me a second. Here it is. This is the Goof Proof eyebrow pencil from Benefit, and I'm just going to draw in the tail of my brows very faintly, and then I'm just going to fill them in. This is honestly the kind of face look that you could do a like brow, what's it called, a feathered brow with. Personally, it's not my preference, but I know that a lot of people love a good feathered brow, and I feel like this look would suit a feathered brow because it's kind of that like almost no makeup kind of aesthetic of like being very fresh faced that I know is very trendy right now on the TikTok and stuff. You know, with the kids and all, I am not very with it in terms of like TikTok makeup trends. I try to like, you know, see different trends and stuff and like let them inspire me, but I'm not like on every single trend. You know what I mean? Like I'm not on the forefront of TikTok trends. Um okay, I want to do a little bit of brow gel just to like kind of finesse the brows into place. They honestly are sitting pretty well because the glowiness of the face gloss kind of product is kind of like giving a little gloss to the brow and kind of setting it in a way that I do like, but I'd like to just set it a little more with a brow gel. This one is the from Colourpop, and it's the Boss Brow Gel, and I wear the shade Dark Brown. So I'm just going to brush my brows upwards, and then I brush them down after I do that, just to like flatten them into place. But yeah, today I had that training for my new cheer team. I'm very excited for where the year will take us. If you would like to see cheer vlogs, let me know. I haven't done any cheer vlogging this year, honestly, because I've been busy and stuff. But I'm happy to do a cheer vlog if you'd like that. It'd probably be pretty similar to last year's ones as well, because, you know, it's a vlog of the same sport. But, you know, if you're interested, I can do that. Okay, that is my brows done. I would like to do a little bit of a fresh kind of gloss, and I have just the one in mind. If I can find it. So this is the gloss from the Kylie Cosmetics Kendall collaboration, and this is in the shade Can I Borrow That? And it looks like this. So I'm just going to pop this on the lips for kind of like a, it's like a reddy pinky gloss, but still translucent. See how it's adding a little bit of like a pinky color without being a very overpowering wash of color. But I really like the doe foot applicator. See how there's that like little divot in it? I think that's really cool. But yeah, that is the completed look with the glossy lip, the glossy glass looking skin, and I'm into it. If you like this video, you can give it a big thumbs up. You can let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Is this a makeup trend that you're into? I wear my hair out a lot of the time, but I feel like with this look, maybe it'd be even better with like, you know, like how people do like a very slick back ponytail or like a low bun or something like that. I don't know. I'm a hair out kind of gal, but you know, sometimes your hair gets stuck in your gloss and stuff. So I do understand if you go for like a low slick pony, I think that would look really cute with this too. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. You can follow me on all my socials at EmilyTitch20. You can also find me here on YouTube by clicking subscribe. You can see more videos from me, and you can give me suggestions for other video ideas you'd like to see from me in the comments down below. I'm always open to new video idea suggestions. Yeah, follow me on Twitter, Tumblr, Flickr, Pinterest, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.